Hello folks, welcome back to Merrill Math. I'm Mr. Merrill. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about mental math. I'm using expansion boxes again. We talked about those with the FOIL videos. There's another use for expansion boxes that I found to be even more useful than when we FOILed. And it helps us with our multiplication abilities. So we can amaze all of our friends with our mental math skills just by thinking about expansion boxes. So let's say we have a problem here. Let's pick some numbers here. 17 times 14, and I'll just show you how this works. Now, 17 times 14, if you're really good at multiplication, you might know offhand that this is 238, and you can use your calculators and check me on that. But how would we use an expansion box for this? Well, we're going to use 2 by 2 because these are two-digit numbers. So how do we fill this in? On the top here, we've got our 17, which is 10 plus 7. So we're just separating the digits out. And 14, which is 10 plus 4. And we're going to go ahead and continue with our expansion box here. This literally is a multiplication table at this point. So when we were talking about FOIL, it was less of a multiplication table, because there were variables and things involved. So it didn't quite look like one. Okay, so let's fill this out. 10 times 10, that's 100. 10 times 7, that's going to be 70. 10 times 4, that's 40. And 7 times 4, that's 28. So now what we have to do is just add up these numbers. And these numbers aren't too complicated. So we can go ahead and take these piece by piece. 70 plus 40, or 7 plus 4, you can think of it that way. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so that's 110. Plus 100, that's 210. Plus 28. Now the goal is to be able to do all of this in your head. That's why it's a mental math activity. But these numbers aren't too terribly difficult. So 210 plus 28, that's going to be 238. So we get the same thing. And life is beautiful. So let's look at another example of this, just so we can make sure we got the hang of it. Something like, what do we have here? 36 times 15. 36 times 15. And just for argument's sake, if you have your calculator handy, that's going to be 540. So if we wanted to do this in our heads, we could think about our expansion box. It's two-digit numbers, so it's going to be 2 by 2. Across the top, we're going to say 30 plus 6. And on the side here, we've got 10 plus 5. And we can go ahead and do our multiplying here. 10 times 30, it's going to be 300. 10 times 6, that's going to be 60. 30 times 5, well, 3 times 5 is 15. So 30 times 5 is going to be 150. And 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, so let's take a look here. We've got 300, 450, looks like 510 plus 30. 510 plus 30 is 540. And we get the same answer, and life is beautiful. So that's another use for expansion boxes. I hope you have fun with that one.